It's time for another classic. This is the GT500, the latest classic vehicle to be added to the game. And you, sir, you are in my way. I completely forgot it was Tuesday, but here we are. Time for another. Hello. That sounds like every other GTA car ever. It sounds a little bit different. Welcome to my absolutely amazing reviews. But no, this thing reminds me of a few cars. Mainly the fact of this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a Shelby of sorts. How the lights kind of stretch out like that. But that's just me. It could be a combination of many vehicles. I just feel like it really resembles something like that. And also the name just kind of signifies that it's probably got a big bond with that. But so the last episode, apparently the last car we drove, although I didn't really think about it at the time, I think it was actually the fastest vehicle they've added in the game. Now, it's very difficult to tell that because of the fact that all the cars feel the same. But there you go. So don't take my advice on speed. Take my advice on how many bits it has to customize, which I had quite a few bits last time. So I'm hoping this one lives up to the hype as well. So we are on our way to Los Santos Customs and we shall begin the tunage. I'm gonna say the front of this car looks really, really nice. Very classic indeed. But the rear end looks very basic. The lights, no effort whatsoever. It just stares at you. It's like, please, someone just shoot me in the face. But we're not gonna do that. We're gonna try and fix you up a little bit. We're gonna try and tinker, you know? So for the front, this is front bumpers, okay? The first option is race lights. They're putting black lines, not even attempted to make it look like tape. Black lines on the lights. Fantastic. Thanks, Rockstar. What else do we have? Oh, more taped out lights. So amazing. That's just lazy. That is the laziest laze I've ever seen. Where you can just add these the fog lamps and then not have them taped is another option. At least that would have been such a simple job because it looks like they've just basically resized the main lights. So, you know what? Whatever. We're gonna stay true to this, and we're gonna keep it nice and clean. Exhaust, we got two options. I'm gonna say straight away, where's classic? It just makes it side mounted. That is actually pretty nice, but they're pathetic so far. Really disappointed. Hoods with two options. What is that? What the heck? What is that? Why is there a line on my hood? What use is that? Is it a hinge to hinge up? Competition hood. It moves the hinge to the back. Are you taking the Michael? What the hell are these customizations, Rockstar? This is pathetic. The only thing that is redeeming feature on this one is liveries. Liveries actually look quite cool. It makes it like, you know, proper race-ish. We could go with a full-on classic race car here, if you will. That's the only thing you'd want to use it for. Making it look slightly like a race car. Or drive around classic Majee if you want to, because that's what I'm thinking of doing myself. Those were all wank, alright? Plate. I'm really annoyed so far. Let's go with the black plate. Cell, no. Suspension, transmission, turbo, wheels, and windows. We have now fully customized this vehicle. Are you kidding me? What the actual cock is this? I'm frustrated. I'm annoyed. I'm amazed at how little they've done with this car. This car cost 700,000. It shows you that I was like, okay, this is probably one of the cheapest cars they've released in a while. Well, it shows why. No one's gonna want to buy this car. Only idiots like me that thought, oh yeah, I'll make videos showing people all this amazingness that you can do on this car. Put a metallic blue on there, and then I'm gonna choose one of the liveries because I don't have any liveries on any of my bloody cars. I want to kind of have the two stripe. That looks kind of cool, but also quite like some of the others. Single stripe's pretty nice. Don't know what's going on there. Looks like it's kind of made a mess with the double stripe. Let's change the window tint. Let's put a bit of a window tint on there. Not much else we can do, like, so, you know, may as well. Do we actually put the lights on? Can't believe that is the only bumper option. Like, that is just abysmal. Oh my god. Are we gonna put it on? We'll put it on. We'll show all the world the amazing customization. We need rims that really match the lowrider wheels, so that's the ones I'm gonna have to go with. I quite like the ones with the pokey outy bit. I'm not exactly sure what it's actually called, but those are going on. Not really sure black wheels suit it. That's actually quite horrendous. Tire design. White walls, that makes up for it a little bit. I forgot they could put white walls on it. Bulletproof tires, and that's all we can do. That's all she wrote. Honestly, the main thing about this car is it's just lack of customization. I mean, I just spent 700, was it almost 800,000 on this car before modifications, and all we can get is a stripe and the lights changed. It feels like I'm back in early days of GTA Online, where some of the cars, for example, the drive around the traffic cars, they're crap in customization, but all the DLC cars generally have so much more options, so many more options for you to actually do to the cars, because you pay the money for them. You buy probably shark cards for them for the most part, because you know for a fact that it's downright bloody impossible to buy the bloody parts properly without having, like, if you're not playing for a day, then you're not going to be able to afford this car. And if I bought this car after playing and grinding for a whole day, like I'm talking like a full day, I just sat down like Saturday, you know, you grind, basically, I'd be very disappointed, and I would sell it, and I'd probably get, what, like 10% of the value of the car, which is not exactly what I'd like. It's not slow. I could see myself racing this. I think that's, for the most part, the idea that Rockstar was going for, the race car kind of look for a classic car. I don't know if there are many classic race cars that Rockstar's released, but most of them are more of the kind of mid-tier cars and some of the higher ones. Like, there's a lot of high-end race cars, but for the most part, there's no, from what I know, classic race cars, and I think that's what they were trying to achieve. I mean, they did it. Not exactly what I was thinking, but they did it. Brain just told me to pull into this gas station and repair me bloody car, but it's not Need for Speed, so I don't know why my brain told me that. I feel a bit let down by that lack of a brain that I have. Oh my god! Look at that pinstripe that I added. For a classic vehicle, it handles pretty darn tootin'. It's not, you know, oversteery or understeery for the most part. For what you would think for a classic car is not many assists, and the newer cars would probably be assistful, and a lot of the new cars feel like you can't lose them or anything. This, I also feel like it's very hard to lose. It's very grippy, to the point as to where it's almost too easy to handle. But it does have that slippage. But that slippage is present on, like, basically every bloody car there is on this game. I feel they've got lazy with the handling and the copy and pasting. Well, let's try back roads, because normally we just take these things onto kind of highways, drive around, and I tell you how I feel about them. So how about we take them to back roads? Personally, I would see this as a kind of cruising car. I'd cruise around the mountains in this car for the hell of it, because, oh my god, it's a beautiful car. It's classic. It's smooth. It's smooth machinist. If you want a classic driving through the mountains, this is probably one of your go-to cars, right? It looks the part. If you had like a black and white scene here, let's just go like black and white. Oh my god, look at that. He's driving a car in a classic movie. Add some fancy music and you're bloody going. Wow, it sounds like LA Noir. Oh! Now you can frolic through the hills as well if you'd fancy that in your classic car that you just spent 800,000 on. Bloody hell, recession hit GTA or something. No, I tell you what hit GTA. The bloody kids with their car gun. I mean, hey, redeeming feature. I don't think this car has gun support, like gun attachments on it. So this one's for us. For us that don't like those gun attachment cars. But at the same time, they then gave us a big FU and gave us no customization parts. So I don't particularly know what's the win. I wonder if anyone genuinely buys all the cars in GTA Online, other than me. I don't buy all of them. I haven't got every single one. But I should probably do that at some point. Like, try and obtain every single car in this game. That would take... I don't think there's enough garage space to be able to do that in this game, to be completely fair. I don't think I would complain as much if there are at least a few wings, a few rear bumpers, a few actual front bumpers, if there was an ability to, you know, make the back end not look so bloody boring. Then I would probably be like, okay, it's not too shabby. It's an alright car to check out. And at the minute, it just feels like, oh, I'm going for a quick drive, a frisk drive. By frisk, I mean going about 10 miles an hour to this place right here, the golf course, parking up, and then going to play a bit of golf. Lovely day for it, isn't it? Let's change my club, I guess. This one right here. There we go. Go for a nice swing. 4! I don't know what that means. I heard them say it on the bloody telly and that when someone watches golf. I haven't watched bloody golf ever, I don't think, but part of me wishes that this was like the extreme craziness here of GTA Online. Wow, all those killers outside. Well, No, I tell you what's the extreme. Going to play golf. And some of you are probably like, what the actual hell is this man chatting about? He's lost his bloody marbles. Yes. I wanted a classic GTA game as to where it has missions, and then I can play golf and tennis and basketball. I could do all that stuff. And then I could steal some cars. But not flying cars! Not missiles launched down from a bloody AC-130. All this kind of rubbish. I wanted pure GTA. It's where I can play golf and get a bogey and be happy about it, because that was amazing. That's the best I've ever done in golf in my life. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of this car. I really do not recommend this in the slightest, if not probably one of the worst cars they've added in a long time. For value, that is anyway. It's not the worst looking thing in the world. It's actually quite a nice looking car, but it's bloody shite. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and watch someone else if you want to know actual information about the car that isn't bloody useless. Peace.